Welcome back to the Arizona Cardinals franchise. Finally back under the weather the last few days, but we are finally back here during our bye week. And you know what we're going to do during the bye? We're going to improve this team even more. The defense has been playing very, very well. We're on a nice little winning streak, but let's improve it even more. Let's make a few trades. Why not? Mason McCormick on the trade block from the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's going to upgrade. I know he's only a 74 overall. Upgrades our offensive line, and not only that, the depth of the offensive line, and we're not offering too much. So we'll get Mason McCormick, but taking a look at the teams around the league, Titans are 0-6, Bears are 0-5, New England is 0-6. I mean, they've only scored 87 points in 6 games. So they have some guys we can maybe look at to trade for. I was thinking L'Jarius Sneed, possibly getting that corner, but Jeffrey Simmons, who's been with the Titans his pretty much whole career, taking up a big cap room. He's only got, I believe, 3 years left in his deal. We're going to make a big-time offer here. First-round pick, Ryman. Another pick, Kendrick Green. And they're going to take the deal. They're in a rebuild mode. They're 0-6. They're going absolutely nowhere. So Jeffrey Simmons, welcome to the Arizona Cardinals. He just completely upgrades our defensive line even more. So this defense, which is playing really outstanding since the firing of the defensive coordinator, could get even better. Now, Trey McBride, we tried to re-sign him a few weeks ago. Didn't work out. We bring in CJ Uzama to help out. And there you go. We get the deal done. Trey McBride's going to be here. And now our bye week is over. We've made a huge deal. And we're taking on the Seattle Seahawks, this division opponent. But we have a chance for something big here. So let's go into the coach's office. Let's have a little chat first with Marvin Harrison Jr. So, Coach, you wanted to see me? Yeah, we do. We had an amazing season so far. I mean, he had an amazing rookie year last year. If he would have played every game during the season, he would have been maybe an MVP. But why are we talking about Ryan Clark? What is the deal with this Ryan Clark podcast? What's it really? I mean, I don't understand. All right, well, what's the goal for the rest of the season? Let's see. What should we make this goal for the rest of the season for Marvin Harrison Jr.? Catches, receiving yards, touchdowns. Touchdowns, he only has a few this year. I don't know. Go catches, I guess? Let's go catches, see what the goal is going to be. He wants to shock the world with an historical season. 125 catches. I mean, that obviously is not going to break the record or anything, but 125 catches. We'll see if we can get it from Marvin Harrison Jr. Yeah, these cutscenes, they need to definitely, they're going to continue them next year into next year's Madden. They need to be a lot better. Something that's, maybe actually would happen. But we do have a linebacker breakout. I'm not sure who this is going to be. We'll see. And they're talking about Abdul Carter, who's already a superstar. So this would be for X Factor. 7 tackles and 1 sack. Well, let's go to choose a new goal just to see. Tried this once before and it kind of burned us, but I'm interested to see if there's anything. I mean, it's going to be difficult if we're going for X Factor for sure. 7 tackles and a pick, that's not going to happen. 4 tackles for loss. We might have to just keep with the 7 tackles and a tackle for loss. I think that's where we're going to go. I don't know if we want to do 4 tackles for loss, but we're going to do 7 total tackles, 1 tackle for loss. We don't really need a sack, but obviously we're going to have to I'm going to probably beat on Abdul Carter this entire game to try to pick this up. Playing outside linebacker, playing on that end, more the rush end. It's going to be interesting to get 7 tackles, but we'll see if we can figure out a thing here. So we're taking on the Seattle Seahawks team. 4-2. This is a big, big divisional matchup. Right now, this division is up in the air. Our defense is playing well. We'll see if we can get a big victory here against Seattle today. As let's get this one underway, returnable around the 4-yard line. And Seattle's going to take this one up to about the maybe 29-yard line. And that's where they'll put the Seattle offense in. Geno Smith playing well, having a very solid season right now at 4-2. If they can get this victory against us today, they're going to be in a lot of control of this division, but this division is up in the air this year. I think this is going to go down to the wire, no doubt about it. But here we go, 2nd and 10, hand the ball off, and Walker is only going to pick up about a yard. Now, they also have Ashton Genty, if you remember, they drafted him, so they got a heck of a running back duo as Abdul Carter. That's a sack. Ball is loose. Walker picks it up, so there's your sack tackle for loss. So we got that one out of the way as Abdul Carter making some impact already. He is absolutely a monster. And that'll force a punt. Here comes Kyler Murray and this Arizona Cardinals offense. Murray back to throw. Oh, he's in big trouble. Big trouble. That is going to be a sack. Now, this offense, what I've really trusted in. You know, we've performed very, very well. We're still technically ranked number 1 in the NFL. But lately, I don't know. Putting up points, yards and points is completely different. As Murray tries to take off on 3rd and 18, he does pick up some yardage, but has to punt this ball away. But yeah, we just haven't been very productive points-wise. And I would say I'm lucky our defense has been playing well enough to where it's really not made much of a difference. It's like, of course, your offense putting up major points, but your defense lets up a lot, and now your defense is starting to really shut it down where your offense can't produce the same, just the way it is. Is Abdul Carter with another sack. Brings back Geno way back to the 10-yard line. Yeah, this secondary, that's why I wasn't going to trade for L'Jarius Sneed. I was trusting in this secondary. And I thought Simmons helps with a run, adds another pass rusher up there. It's kind of one of the weak points we've had. Really, Jerry Tillery has only been the guy that's really done anything up front so far this season. Robinson's been a little quiet. So I think that's a big-time trade. It works out in our favor. We got plenty of cap room. So, I mean, our front could be absolutely beastly with our secondary, you know, proving to be very good this year. And obviously, the linebacker position, I trust Mack Wilson and Isaiah Simmons as well. 2nd and 2, back to the run game with Trey Benson. I'm not sure why. Decided to cut that one up. Should have just kept to the outside. Would have had the first down easily using the speed of Benson. But that's a loss. 3rd and 5. 4-man with a spy, but we're going to go to the outside. That's caught. Jimmy Horn Jr. with the grab. Down to around the 13-yard line. We'll pick up a first down. Horn getting more involved in that slot position. Works out perfectly for him. Utilizing that speed is Raheem Mostert with the carry. Mostert picks up around 6 yards. He's down to the 7-yard line. Still can get a first down around the 2.5-yard line. Benson doesn't have to worry about that. Runs over the defender, and Benson is in for the touchdown. Right down the field. Offense looking pretty good. We're going to take an early 7-0 lead here in this first quarter. Here comes Geno in this offense. Play action underneath. That's going to be caught and a first down. Mack Wilson on the tackle. But, man, Tyler Lockett just continues to do it year after year. And, you know, some people might say stuff about him avoiding tackles. But, hey, the dude stays healthy as Noah Fant gets loose. Fant down to around the 25-yard line. Seattle, big play. First down. Move the chains. A little bit of a broken coverage there. Just couldn't get out on him. Maybe a little pick action, but it works out for Seattle as they now pitch this to Kenneth Walker. He's got some running room. Murphy Bunting will finally bring him down, but not before Seattle is now down to the 11-yard line in business here to start off this second quarter. As Genty is now in the backfield, but they're not going to go there. Going to go to the outside to Lockett. Close to a first. So 3rd and 1 from the gun. Handoff to Ashton Genty, and that can just be a walk-in touchdown. Genty, who, man, what a running back he really is. I mean, if you're talking about real life right now, I think he is the front runner for the Heisman. I would, you know, the debate between him and Travis Hunter, I mean, they're both fantastic players. The season Genty is having is just unreal. He's probably going to win the Heisman for sure, but man, this Seattle run game really is just Kenneth Walker and him in the backfield together, and somehow we just got a pass interference call. We'll absolutely take the automatic first, but this is what I feared when they drafted him. If Seattle just really decides to beef up that offensive line and run this ball, I mean, they could be absolutely unstoppable as we'll take off there with Murray and make this a 3rd and medium. Trying to answer back here, 7 tie. Here in this second quarter, Murray firing, has Trey McBride for the grab, and McBride, newly signed contract, obviously a big part of this team. Him and Tyler Warren, a 1-2 punch at tight end, maybe the best in the NFL. 2nd and 5. Now we'll go underneath to Marvin Harrison Jr. So we have weapons, obviously. You know, maybe the second receiver with OBJ and maybe Jimmy Horn steps up. But when you got McBride and you have that, you know, rookie and Tyler Warren, that is enough weapons to throw, as this one should have been easily picked off. Trying to force it there to Marvin Harrison Jr. And it would have been, the pick would have counted for sure. But Paris Johnson, with the holding call, is going to knock us back to a 3rd and 20. Here comes the blitz. Go underneath. It's caught by Tyler Warren. You got to throw that a lot earlier, because if you throw that earlier, he's got plenty of room to run. Might pick up a first down. Instead, it's completed. Sets up a field goal attempt, which is up and good. And we'll take the lead here, 10-7, here in this second quarter. It's Genty in the backfield again. And that's just a nice move. Really good blocking. First down. This is going to be a dangerous run game. And I have corrected some of the auto subs, no doubt about it. So hopefully, they utilize 2 running backs. That's coming through is BJ Ojulari to bring back Gino for a big-time 11-yard sack. So I want to make sure those guys get utilized, especially in a running back position. They're definitely going to utilize both. As Gino on 3rd and 21 overthrows Tyler Lockett, his receiver, and that's going to be incomplete. So a big-time sack after a nice run from Genty. Doesn't matter. Let's go on. Punt. Get this offense back on the field as we go underneath the Jimmy Horn Jr. for the grab. It makes this another 3rd down. Just a 4-man rush. This is a dangerous throw, but Trey McBride with a great catch. Maybe just a little late on the reads today. Kyler, we're definitely going to have to make some earlier throws, because that, if you make that earlier to McBride in that throw, I don't know what happened there. If Marvin Harrison Jr. catches that, he's got some blockers in front, but you lead McBride right into the defender. If you throw it a little earlier, it's an open catch, and there you go. That's what you want to see. Just right on the money. Don't lead him into a big-time hit. Has the catch, first down, move the chains. We'll go to Edwards on the ground. Look at Jimmy Horn Jr. out there getting into some blocking. That's what you want to see from your receivers. Sometimes if you're not going to get the ball, you never know what receivers are going to do. But, man, if you see that big-time blocking, guess what you're going to get? More playing time, more looks. There's no doubt about that. Marvin Harrison Jr. with another catch. We're going to do our best to get that 125 catches, that's for sure. Just keep feeding him the ball. 125 left here in this first half. Kyler back to throw. Outside, there he is again. 2 feet inbounds. First down, but Trey Benson is down, holding his lower back. Hopefully he is okay. But we're down to the 2. Edwards in the backfield. Hand him the ball. Edwards cuts it up, and he's in for the touchdown. Great drive down the field. Paying it off with 6. Putting it in the end zone. And putting this up to a 10-point lead, 17-7. Bruised ribs. Oh, okay. He was holding his lower back. That was interesting. But bruised ribs can return. We'll be a little careful with them. There's no doubt about that. We got plenty of running back depth, that's for sure. And Seattle's going to try to get back here right before half. Gino to throw. Underneath. Call. That was a one-hand grab by Kenneth Walker. Nice grab out of the backfield. Out of bounds as well. We still have 2 timeouts here. Here comes the blitz from us. It's going to be getting rid of quickly by Gino, but nice tackle there as they'll call their second timeout. Trying to at least get in field goal range here. Gino to throw. Pressure from Abdul Carter, but there's nobody there. He's going to take off. Carter with the tackle. Ball is loose, and somehow Gino recovered it. How did we not get that? We had 4 defenders there. Unbelievable. They hold on to that timeout as well. Gino, I don't know where you're throwing that one. Malachi Moore with the pick. Gino, what are you doing, man? That's not even close. There's not a receiver within 5 yards. I know he's trying to throw to Noah Fant, but I don't know. Man, he just might not have seen Malachi Moore. We'll pick him off, and that's going to take away points from Seattle. And we'll still go into halftime with a 10-point lead, 17-7. What a big-time mistake there at the end of the half. So let's go around the league, see what scores they give us. But you never know. Like I said, I don't know why sometimes they give us AFC scores. And I don't know. Rams 27-10 victory. They get the win. They go to 4-4. So that's what I'm saying. This division, it's so up in the air. The Rams are right there. They got so much talent with Kieran Williams, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua. They got Fields now playing pretty well. Rams are going to be right there. Let's go to Atlanta now. Let's take a look at this. 21-7 lead for Carolina. 4-3 Atlanta, you got 3-3 Carolina. Everybody kind of around that 500 at the moment. That's what it's looking like. So could be a big game, especially not only here for us in this division, but, you know, NFC standing wise. I mean, we're still obviously early in the season as Kyler's going to go down, but you never know how it's going to shake out at the end of the season with most teams kind of being around the same. But a 3rd and 14. We'll go underneath to Tyler Warren, and Warren using the strength enough to pick up the first. Honestly, as Nwusu's down, I like the 2 tight ends on the field. I don't mind using Tyler Warren in the slot at sometimes. I mean, he is just a mismatch. He's tough to bring down. He can box you out with the catches. It's, him and McBride. I mean, we got to utilize these guys a lot. 3rd and 3. Kyler looking, dumps it, has a wide open receiver, caught by Mostert, and Mostert for the first down. That's another thing definitely got to get a little better at as well. You know, utilizing the running backs in the flats, out of the backfield, catching on the, you know, little checkdowns, as that ball might have been loose, but Edwards does recover it. I'm not sure. I think he would have been down. But yeah, it'll save us on sacks, pressures. Definitely something we got to do a little bit more as well. Let's go to Edwards. Great blocking up the field. Edwards down to the 1. As we're kind of, like I said, leaving Benson out a little bit here, letting Edwards and Mostert do the work. Trying to take a 3-score lead. Hand this to Edwards. Gets a block. In for his 2nd touchdown here today. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Build it up to a 24-7 lead. And right now, offense in rhythm. Defense dominating. Can we continue this? Now we just got to get Abdul Carter a bunch of tackles here. And if we can bring down Genty, we can. There's a tackle. So he has 5 total tackles. Just need 2 more. We got an X factor for Abdul Carter. 3rd and 10. Gino fires this one, and DK can't help bat his quarterback. Should have had it. Drops it. Incomplete. And that is a punt. So we can go down here, get a touchdown. We're going to be dominating this game. There's McBride throwing a little behind him, and he makes the adjustment. Grab. First down. Move the chains. In motion. Quick screen out to Marvin Harrison Jr. Said, right now, I just want to get him as many catches as we can. It's going to be a little tough to get to 125, but I think as long as he stays healthy, it's going to be close. But we still got to get, 7, 8 catches per game and have one of those games where we have like a 12, 13, 14 catch type game. So if we can continue to force it his way, that's fine. But that's going to be a sack. Seattle does get the stop. 120 left here in this 3rd quarter. We're going to bring some heat, and Gino's going to go down. Williams comes through for the sack. Just like that, quick 3 and out from Seattle. And this defense, it's been just unreal. It's been so good. And you can feel that everybody just, after that firing, it's just kind of, hey, let's do our job. And that's what it's been like. This defense has just been fantastic. 3rd and inches. We'll hand this one off to Edwards to start off this 4th quarter. He will pick up the first down, move the chains, get this clock rolling, because right now with a 3-score lead, that's all we got to really be concerned about. Getting first downs, continue to run out this clock. Edwards with another run, picks up around 4. And just continue to get first downs and run this clock out. So this is a big 3rd down here. Kyler looking, just a 4-man rush. He's going to run out of time, and he's going to run out of space as he's going to be brought down for the sack. And, yeah, we're kind of not really in position to, other than punt. I'm not trying a 61-yard field goal, but look at this punt. Oh, man, on the money, right down to the 1-yard line. That's going to put Seattle in some trouble. So 1st and 10 from the 1 is Abdul Carter. Just lays out Kenneth Walker. Man, I want to see this one again. Look at this. Down the line, and man, just lays him out. I mean, Kenneth Walker is not a small back. That is not easy. Abdul Carter. I think we're 1 tackle away. Almost jumped off sides there as Ojulari. Go back to Kenneth Walker on 3rd and 8. He's going to be brought down. And Seattle, I mean, do you go? I guess you got to go for this. You're down 17. They decide to punt. I guess. I don't know about that third down call. Not really aggressive. We'll go underneath the OBJ for the grab. I mean, already with that punt, we're just about in field goal range. So, interesting decision here by Seattle. 3rd and 2. We'll hand this one off to Edwards. Cuts it back. Has the first down. Clock is just going to continue to roll here. He's had a pretty solid game. 74 yards and a couple of touchdowns with 4 minutes left. We're going to play action this time. Maybe not the best decision, because Kyler's going to go down for the sack. And that's going to knock us well back to the 42. So right now, we just need some yardage here to get back into field goal range. This is a dangerous throw for McBride. Incomplete. And I think we're going to have to punt again. We could have tried a 59-yarder, but let's just punt, play some defense. And this punt is going to be just about the same. Out at the 1 again. What a job punting the ball. Seattle in trouble. Walker, Ojulari brings him down. He just gets out of the end zone there, and now they're in hurry-up mode. Oh, he's in trouble, but he makes a great play, finding Noah Fant for the grab and a first down. Great job by Geno, not panicking there, which a lot of quarterbacks would. But they need chunk plays. They're going to need, 3 scores for sure. See if they get this off before the 2-minute warning. I don't know if they're going to. They won't. So he was making some adjustments. Really should have just snapped the ball to get the play off. 2nd and 1. Going up top. Sean Murphy bunting is going to knock it away. Or I don't know if DK might have had that ball in his hands. Just couldn't bring it down. Either way, incomplete. Now a 3rd and 1. Carter was there. And he will just throw it away. And it's going to bring up to a 4th and 1. Could be your ball game here, I would say so. And caught by Noah Fant. Breaks off a tackle. Moore will bring him down to the 19. Really, Noah Fant's been the big-time playmaker for this passing game today for Seattle. So he set up a screen, and that is not working at all. 3rd and 10. Carter with some pressure on Geno, but he'll get it out in time before he takes that hit. Saying incomplete, actually. Incomplete. So 4th and 10. Geno back to throw. In his face. Goes to Noah Fant. Fant will be down to the 2. So 1:03 left. Geno looking over the middle. That's caught by Ashton Genty, who had their only touchdown. Now adds a receiving touchdown. Puts this to 24-14. And this will come down to an onside kick. And the onside kick is recovered. Just get down. No fumbles here. And from there, we can pretty much just run this clock out, and that will do it. 24-14 is your final. Solid victory here today. Once again, the defense, dominant, big division victory. That's going to put us right up there. Kyler, just a solid game. Nothing really crazy, just did his job. Maybe got away with a few throws that should have been a pick. Run game, once again, solid enough. You can see this offense isn't lately putting up too much production, but when your defense is allowing, under 14 points a game, it doesn't really matter. As Abdul Carter, I wasn't quite sure, but we did get one last tackle. He ends up with 7 total tackles, 3 tackles for loss with the 2 sacks, so he is good. 2 forced fumbles. He is going to be an X factor. That is amazing. Abdul Carter will be an X factor, so let's take a look at this real quick. Should be confirmed here. I've gotten screwed over in the past with these. Yeah, we're good. Just when I thought it couldn't get any better, yep, he's got to be up there for Rookie of the Year. No doubt about the season he is having so far. But he's going to be even better, hopefully, with an X factor. So, chance to get him in there and just continue to dominate the rest of the season. Yeah, Abdul Carter now, X Factor development. That is amazing. Great to see. Ojulari, now Simmons. We got a front that can rush the passer. Secondary's playing well. So We have, what was that? I couldn't quite see it at the moment. 3 skill upgrades, maybe. So we'll do speed rusher, agility, finesse moves, play rec, power moves, tackle, and zone coverage up there. I guess we do some of the power rusher and then maybe go back to speed rusher. Awareness, play rec, moves, and tackle. Do we go back to speed rusher? Just continue with that scheme fit to continue to build that up. Yeah, let's do that. So another awareness, another finesse move, another power move, and 2 pursuit. And I think we'll go Unstoppable Force, maybe, or Relentless. Do we go Relentless or Stop? Let's go Unstoppable Force. So we'll do that, and that is going to be the X Factor for Abdul Carter, and that's going to set up a game next week here against Tampa Bay. Another one of these teams in the NFC, 4-4. Everybody is so close, but right now, 4-2-1. Nice little win streak, and hopefully we continue before we have a massive matchup against the San Francisco 49ers after this. But we got to come up with a big game here against Tampa Bay on the road. Their defense has been playing well, so this is going to be a big matchup. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. I really do appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.